Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Shevchenko making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can...
And a chance! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 6.
So, a breakthrough already. It's gone out for a throw-in. And that pass just didn't quite work. That is ended up in no man's land. Always onto this, and he's managed to get free. They're back in possession and ready to... Camavinga! It's off target and by quite a way. And it's Camavinga.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bandung clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Now, can they get him away? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nice interception, well timed. Camavinga. And here's Messi. Silvestre, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Kaká stood his ground strongly. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Right, Shevchenko. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Messi. Can he finish? And needless to say, that deserved better.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Diaz. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he shoots! It's a goal! 100 games of service, duly rewarded. Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Bandung restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Kaká. Now then, the ball's come loose. Diaz. Shevchenko. And he welcomes it in. He is through here. They're urging him to shoot. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Couldn't squeeze it through. Played into space. Kaká. Zanetti. And Kvaratskhelia. Looking to play him in. And he's picked it up out wide. Messi. Modric. And it's Camavinga. Oh, well played. Kaka. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Modric. Shot, surely! It's hit the uprights. That's going to go a long way. That is good progress on the left. He's found a way through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Zanetti. And this is Drogba. And he's heaved it away. Taken back almost at once. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That has not gone well. Cafu. Now De Bruyne. Now it's Ferran Torres. Knocks it into space. Zanetti. Cafu.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Diaz. Tries to pass it through. Now the cross. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
I'd like to draw
Reflections
your
on the
attention
first
to
half?
screen right now
Mercer
for
Van Dunk
information on
really
your
showed
bus
some
service.
resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we are back on the way. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Camavinga. And it's Camavinga. It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
There's some great running on show here, but oh, he's having a go! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he doesn't half hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Kaká does well to get it back.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Alexander-Arnold. Kvaratskhelia. Madrid have a free kick. Zanetti. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, that's delightful. Casillas. Oh, nicely intercepted. Camavinga does really well there. He is strong. Oh, that's clever. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he can thump it away.
Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Diaz. Modric. He's being urged to shoot. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Neymar looking to receive it in space. And it's Olmo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last. It's Neymar!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. DiMarco cuts out the pass. Neymar. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Jude. He's found a way through. Now it's Yamal. Yamal! And that's in. And they get themselves in front. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Shapes to shoot! And that is well cleared. Ferran Torres.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Camavinga charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Zanetti has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job.
Great chance! And he's stuck it away. And the lead lasts no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Quite a game, this. All square again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just went...
Impressive jump! Goal! And they're back in front. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that...
It's Neymar! And that really should have been that.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
He's got away. Space for him to turn and look. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, good steal. He just read it. And he's in on shot and goal! And it's in! And right near the end, we have parity. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve.
There's the shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Madrid really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And that has been cleared. DiMarco puts them all in.
There will be 5 minutes.
Chance for a shot! And that was very necessary. Oh, cracking ball. Ake with the clearance. Camavinga. And that could set him on his way. He has found the way through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Timber lays it forward. The final seconds now. No luck with that dink over the top. DiMarco. He's looking wide. Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
In towards the back stick.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Ferran Torres taking in the action. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stopped running, playmaker, and more than a decent finisher too. The only question is, where do you play him to make the most out of all of those talents?
Gerrard has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Neymar making good progress. That's a sharp pass. Diaz unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that pass isn't the best. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Cantona. Camavinga. He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through.
No goals as yet, but it has been pretty lively.
Diaz.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Now it's Cantona. Oh, good-looking ball. Knocks it into space. Shevchenko is herring after that one. Now it's Diaz. And this is Shevchenko. He's having a shot! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Percy Van Dong are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Persib Bandung have broken through. Gerrard! Frustratingly close. Now that's well seen too.
Al Nassr really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Can he get on the end of this? He's found space here. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he was alert to it. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And the pass is intercepted.
Now it's Shevchenko.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Great vision.
Diaz.
Donatoni. Cantona. And it's Neymar. Silvestre. Ball played for Rijkaard. Threads one in. Now it's Donatoni. He's found the way through. Played into the box. He leaps for it. It's a goal. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
32 minutes is
What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, well played, well played. Cantona. Silvestre. It's gone out for a throw-in. That is ended up in no man's land. Marquez. Antonetti. Donatoni. Oh, that's delightful. And that's a goal kick. Cantona is flagged offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy.
Now it's Shevchenko.
Ferran Torres. Neymar. And it's Neymar.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
That is good alertness. Played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
2 added minutes.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And here's Cantona. Shapes to shoot! Missed by a fraction. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. The second half is up and running. Neymar. And Silvestre. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here.
Van Dijk.
With the clearance. Now that is a hefty challenge. Spread to the right. Cantona showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Shevchenko looking sharp there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Pinches it off him. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Camavinga. Has a look and plays it forward. Donatoni. That's been cut out, well played. Ake. Camavinga. Rijkaard. Cantona quietly revving up. Silvestre looking to receive it in space. Ferran Torres is onto it in a flash. Well timed, excellent interception. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Shevchenko. And that could set him on his way. There's the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Al Nassr with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Al Nassr could try it again now. Al Nassr have their second corner now. Neymar plays it short. Persib Bandung have the chance to go the other way. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Silvestre. Now, can they get him away? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Great ball if he can get there. He is through here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And smartly reclaimed. Camavinga looking understandably energised after his goal. The referee's awarded a free kick. Alexander-Arnold is standing over this one. Van Dijk. Diaz is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Shevchenko. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Camavinga. Always onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gerrard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Messi. Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Modric. Camavinga.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And Shevchenko! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Substitution.
Al Nassr are making a change now. Foot in. Oh, he's found support out wide. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Camavinga. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. Marquez. And that is as far as it goes. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. Camavinga claiming the Man of the Match award. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of the battle.
Yeah, the very epitome of competitiveness and relentlessness. I mean, he's a real menace in every sense of the word. If you're on the ball, he'll chase you to the ends of the earth and back. I'm going to say only nice things about him for fear of him coming after me.
Now it's Diaz. Tries to play it through. Rijkaard. Davids. Now it's Batistuta. Serginho. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. Kamavinga. Now it's Shevchenko. And he's worked it through. And he was alert to it. That's a sharp pass. Opts for safety. Rijkaard. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. That's Rijkaard. Ferdinand. And it's Van Dijk. Davids. And it's Batistuta. Now Gattuso. Now it's Messi. Great ball, and he's in here. Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Out again for a throw-in. Serginho gets into a good position. He's found a way through.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, important interception. He's played it long. Cafu. He's shifting through the gears here. Played into the box. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Davids! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. It's gone out for a throw-in. Davids. Persib Bandung yet to have an attempt on goal. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Davids.
Inter really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Now it's Shevchenko. And he's intervened well there. Diaz is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
So what can they make of this? Oh, a delicate chip through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a little off target. Diaz. And it's Kamavinga. Davids. And it's Van Dijk. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? Modric tries to dink it through. Gattuso. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gets a good foot in there. Diaz is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Cafu. And that pass just didn't quite work. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Persib Bandung really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Pinged towards the front line. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And it's Messi. Just eases him off the ball. Diaz. Distributed tidily. He's picked his way through. Looking to play him in. Rijkaard has it out wide and in space. Driven in. He leaps for it. And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's good running with the ball. And this is Batistuta. He's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Looking for the run. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. He's through here. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Kamavinga. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, that's fabulous. And that is a little undercooked.
Batistuta clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Cafu. Played towards the other side. Serginho. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's worked it through. Oh, cracking ball. Shot a goal! And it's in! And that could well be the winner!
But before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Persib Bandung are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Shevchenko. Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Kamavinga. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Ferran Torres. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cafu in acres of space out wide. And this is Messi. Shapes to shoot!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He is through here. Lofted upfield. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It's a really well-measured ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's got away, and he whips it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Oh, relief! Relief at last, the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Ferran Torres taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please look at the screen for information.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Van Dunk effectively played like two different teams. Pretty placid before the break, but looked much more up for it after half-time. Eventually, those efforts were rewarded. There's a lot of positives to take from that.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is someone who's been predestined for greatness, Peter, and he hasn't disappointed. Immense in terms of shot stopping, we know that, but I think his distribution has also improved, and it needed to, although he likes to keep it.
But shot a goal! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Al Nassr are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Persib Bandung are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well timed, excellent interception. There he goes, motoring. He goes again! And it's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
2 goals on the day, and he made... Del Piero! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Al Nassr find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He might be in here. And Del Piero! And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Persib Bandung are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Messi, he's picked his way through. Chance! And he hits the net. Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Persib Bandung get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Oh, now he can run away with it.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And this is Del Piero, and this is Neymar. Challenge. Oh. Great chance! Al Nassr with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chance for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Persib Bandung have the chance to go the other way. Can he get it through? And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Diaz. Now it's Ferran Torres. Nicely shaped ball. And he plays one through. Donnarumma claims comfortably. Pull it. Davids. That's a little off target. Tries to play it through. And it's Messi. Now it's Messi. Now there goes for a shot! And it's come back out to him. And a neat finish. Just cruising. They are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively.
Takes a shot! And that's past the post. Searching pass he's played there. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Threads one in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Messi. Now Modric. Camavinga. That has ended up in no man's land. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. And that was very necessary. And he's there to retrieve it. That's been cut out, well played. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
For our charity fund, Chance in Football.
That gets us going once more.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Shoots! And yes, it's there! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Persib Bandung still making a fight of this. And he's looking to catch him up. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's intervened well there. Now, can they get him away? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's in on goal. Shevchenko! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Now he's got space here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Ferran Torres. That's a delicate pass. Decent chance! That's another chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great vision.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He is through here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a throw-in. And it's Davids. Shevchenko. Played into space. That has been cut short. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Davids. Neymar. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Cannavaro. And they're back on the ball again. Neymar making good progress. And it's a corner. Al Nassr have their second corner now. And a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Davids. Shevchenko on 2 now and looking for 3. That's good vision. Hullet. And it's Davids. He's through here. And this is Del Piero. And he's there to get it away. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Hullet. He shifted it to the flank. And it's played into the middle. Van Dijk tries to clear. Shevchenko. Chance here to counter. Thuram cuts it out. Into the last quarter of an hour. Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Messi. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Messi stood his ground strongly. And he's gone looking for safety. Shevchenko. And it's made its way to him. And he's found a way past. Real chance! Oh, crossbar! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Del Piero. Showing great feet there. That is lovely. This looks promising. Neymar! Diaz. And they can counter here. Looking for the run. Pass somewhat off target. Davids. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. And it's Davids. He's got away. Picked out brilliantly. And he can thump it away.
There will be
Messi
1 minute
has
at a
created
time.
one goal already. Ferran Torres. Into the channel. That has not gone well. And that will be the final act. Persib Bandung have very little in the way of excuses here. Simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only
Volunteers
one
for each
outcome.
block, please report to the staff room
Your final
immediately.
thoughts, Jim?
Persib Bandung desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.